Yo, what's good, family? So, I just want to break down and catch up to where we left off as far as my explanation of how I've been tracking the market. So, last video was last night that I dropped about how Asia session basically was playing out, and on my demo trade, I was able to catch a position, just tracking price, overall being bullish for the week. So now today I'm going to go over what happened since then and how today's price action played along off of that idea as well, and what action actually happened within price action to get the overall agenda today. Today was a little bit it wasn't the cleanest day. I can definitely give you that. It wasn't the cleanest day, but with some patience you was able to actually see the direction of it. I didn't choose to participate in it that much. Just got a couple $100 off of it. Just due to the fact, like I said, it wasn't the cleanest type of price action, but overall still played out agenda wise after seeing the hindsight of it at the end of the day. So jumping into it, we left off yesterday where obviously Monday we took the sell down from here to here, and then here we hopped in last night and I made the video. So again, just to go over that again, if you didn't see that last video, go check it out. But again, to go over it, coming into the open of the new day, right at the 6 p.m. We had price jump lower, so now it went lower than the PM session, took the lower the two equal lows of Asia session and London session from the previous day, and we had price shoot down, and then we had price break up, create an order block here. I marked out our levels to see price retrace and basically respect those levels if we could. Pushed up, and when as it pushed up, it also created a fair value gap, right? Came down, also created another fair value gap, which the second one kind of is the more valid one, right? But as you see, pushed in the same section, same area. So we pushed all the way up, created a double low, had our retracement that we needed. That's why we can see in our price, and we see we in profit, right? So as price started to gradually go overnight for Asia session, our initial target, right? If we go down to the smaller time frame, our initial target was after we seen that we took the session low of New York PM. We see that obviously sell side, sell side, and sell side of these last three sessions of that Monday session was actually hit. So we know buy side could potentially be targeted on top of us being bullish for the week, right? Due to retracement of last week's drop. So if we look more in detail, we had price come down, push up. We had that session push up, right? So our first target was going to be the equals high, right? As you can see here. Within New York PM session, that's towards the end of the day. This would be our macro, right? So that would be our macro. And I'll put this on because it's the team we know we work with already. But as you can see, this was our macro time. That made us go lower. So those was our first highs, right? So with those first highs coming in, that would have been our first target, and then we pushed up, right? So then our next target would be obviously some equal highs. Well, not equal highs a high, but it would be the high of the New York PM session total, right? So then that would be our ultimate target, and as we see, we got that, right? Price continued to go up and got pulled and attracted to the once bullish fair value gap that created this manipulation, the manipulation setup, right? It was a bullish fair value gap inversed into a bearish fair value gap, right? Price shot down, created that bearish move. So now price was uh drawn right back to it, pushed lower, was able to break above it, and now create a consolidation and respect it and print above it, right? In London session, drawn into now New York London session high, right? So now you got two buy side liquidities sessions, you know what I'm saying, balanced out, right? So now these two sessions are balanced out. The last session to technically be balanced out from the previous day will be this high here, right? Because from low to low to low, we're going from low to high, from low to high, and now from these low to this high. So with London session being in a little consolidation and trading sideways with the end of the session and a little intermediate New York session, we seen that price obviously was able to break above New York AM high and now set the range in the criteria and the environment for New York open at 9:30, right? So now coming into New York 9:30 open, as we open at 9:30, we see price push lower. Price push lower down into this blue box, which is a 4-hour fair value gap, right? So let me go to the 4 hours so you can see it. That's a 4-hour fair value gap that was created overnight Monday around 10 p.m. As you can see the creation here from this candle here. Let me drag it over to just be a little bit more crisp. Right, 3 candle pattern, 1, 2, 3. Fair value gap push here, right? So those targets was within those wicks. So now we know for in the 4-hour, we're absolutely bullish, right? We're bullish on the 4-hour. We're looking. This is the fair value gap. So price drew right down into it and pushed right back up. So we get a little bit of it, but not really a full interaction. But to explain that, that's what you're seeing on the smaller time frame. As far as this blue box, right? So now that's that fair value gap. So as we can see, pushing up, 930 price has a reaction. It pushes lower. Let's go down to the 3-minute time frame. It pushes lower, respects that fair value gap, right? So before then, as you can see with this range coming from London and beforehand, it basically had a consolidation where it took out both sides of the equation. Took out buy side, right, with this wick with 930 open, and then it took out sell side again with this here, right? So if you look at it, you will want to visually see it like this. This is your consolidation. Top side got violated, downside got violated, right? So now with both sides of the market in, that lets you know that you need to show some patience and wait till a specific time in the market to, try to get engaged, right? So now let's go to our macro. Let's put our macros back up there. So 950 to 1010, as we can see, price push lower, pushes lower, start to push us. So right outside our macro, as we see, we get price push up. Once we get price push up, this bearish fair value gap, right, that was created with the downside push of the open of 930, then got inversed into a bearish, a bullish fair value gap, right? So it went bearish, inverse to a bullish. That's why you see IFVG. That let us now grab prices a foothold to push up higher throughout the day. And then we see as we got a 1050 to 1110 macro, we got a nice little push expansion. And throughout the day, we've been pushing up, right? So now as the day been pushing up, where have we been necessarily drawing to and why, right? So we look to our left, again, we see that these throughout the intermediate of night session and London session, we pull to these highs, right? But if you look to the left a lot more, let's go to the high time frame. If you look to the left a lot more, let's go to the 15 minute. It's a lot cleaner. If you look a lot more, if you look to the left, you see that you have previous highs that price is now seeking. You have highs here, highs here, highs here, highs here, highs here, highs here, right? So as the day closed, we see that price basically drew to these equal highs. Let's move it, right? So these equal highs here. And why would you say these equal highs? Well, if you can see from this little area here, price breaks down. This strong candle closes lower than the bodies of this candle, creates a small inefficiency as far as a bearish fair value gap, and price respects that, right? So price respects that and is used as a foothold to push price lower. Well, the true knowledge of fair value gaps, if it's used once to push price lower or higher, if it's used once on the inverse side of it, when the price starts to retrace, so it could be used as a target for price to be pulled to, right? So as you can see, price shot lower, started to do its thing, and automatically got pulled right back to the area. Okay, so it was magnet. It's like a magnet, pulled it right back to the area. So that's what we started, and we settled for the day, right? So with that being said, that's how price played out, right? So going into our actual setup of our New York open range, with that New York open range, as you can see, we still open, right? We had price settlement yesterday on Monday was 28,771, which is around our 27 which is our IL level of 28,780, and then we had 930 open candle at 29,220, basically another IL level, right? With that, we graded because it's a premium gap. Price opened higher than what it closed. We see that 50% of that gap will be at 28,997, which is basically 29,000 even. Let's use it as that round number, right? So price never necessarily got to that. It got to about, let's make sure we on the right one. Open the range gap. Okay. So it got to about 25% of it, right? So now in some cases, that could be sufficient enough to push price over, right? But because we didn't have a full claim, I'm thinking potentially we may have a retracement also to claim that opening range gap premium of at least 50% or lower, right? And to also maybe engage in this fair value gap, that's 4-hour fair value gap that we marked out, to see a little bit more retracement and respect of that that basically that 4-hour fair value gap, right? I want to see a little respect more of this area. So I'm led to believe potentially overnight during Asia session we may have a retracement to get lower. As you can see, also we scroll out and scale out, we have lower two equal lows here, right? So we have a low here that may be used. We have some lows here that could be used, right? We're using a lot of buy side liquidity so far, pushing up. So who knows what the market may do, right? But as you can see, everything's worked out clearly today, and I just wanted to catch y'all up. So today was honestly a good educational day. Again, that's why I'm on my demo account. This is all educational purposes, for educational purposes, no live trading at all. But yeah, today was a nice little way of how to actually track price and watch price go up, and just be able to get a feel for how prices seek certain things, and how price likes to build and retrace back up, right? So the next levels, like I said, overall I am bullish, right? So with any type of downward action, it wouldn't do nothing but support the ability to maybe have a discount set up for tomorrow, and then we take that and we push all the way up towards these levels that we got marked out, right? And overall looking to get up here, as you can see, if we zoom out on a 4-hour time frame, we got equal highs, well, triple equal highs, 1, 2, 3 on the 4-hour time frame. So overall, I think we could get up there, but let's see what the market brings us. But that'll be our breakdown of today. July 21st. We're gonna see if we can get tomorrow, team. Let's lock in, man.